Alright, what's going on, guys? And today I thought it'd be fun to go over some of the footage from our small bore rally trip. I took just the DRZ4SM, get her a little bit more broken in, and test her out and see how she does on the tail of the Dragon. Overall, the bike performed phenomenal. I was really impressed with it. I had high hopes for the bike, and I think it outdid them. Power for the new DRZ is really impressive. We actually got the chance to race the XR650L, as well as my new friend Carlos. He's a subscriber of the channel, and got to meet him down there, so that was really cool. He's got my favorite bike, the CRF450L Supermoto conversion. He's got a pipe and the stock ECU flashed. And for Dad's XR650L, it's got the big three, so it's got the pipe, it's been rejetted, and has an air filter on it. But I think racing these two bikes will really show kind of where the DRZ stands in performance. And the whole reason this section of the video is voiceover is because the audio was shot. We were at the tail actually the day prior and got caught in the rain. Luckily, Dad was staying down at Deals Gap, so we were able to park the bikes there and get home in a car because it was severe storms. So a lot of the trip was rain. Did cut out my mic, so that was kind of a bummer. But figured for this, at least for this section here, it'd be fun just to talk it over and kind of go through my thoughts of how the trip and how the bike went. So you can see here, there's a Corvette that had a bad day. I don't know what happened, but it's a brand new Corvette. So hopefully not too much damage. Drop a comment if you have an idea on how he got himself in this situation. And he was pretty stuck. So later on, you'll see it getting towed out, but there's the XR and the CRF450L. We're heading down to the dam where the footage for the drone shot was, and that's where we were able to do the comparison of the DRZ versus the XR650L and the 450. So let's go ahead and get to the spot and see how the DRZ compares. All right, and for the first race, it's Carlos on the CRF450L against me on the DRZ. Now, I do start before he does. So that's the reason why it's still pretty close. We do another race where we actually hit it at the same time, so it's a better comparison. But even here, I was really impressed because, you know, the bike is stock, and the CRF 450L is a beast. I mean, especially once you pipe them and stuff, there's no comparison. I don't expect it to be faster than the CRF 450L, especially because of the sheer weight of the CRF 450L is lighter. But here's the race where we hit it at the same time and get a better comparison of the two bikes. But I know it looks like a big span between us. It's actually pretty impressive to be within that length. I thought the bike pulled really well, and I think you'll be definitely surprised with how the DRZ4SM compares to Dad's XR650L. Now keep in mind, our weight is significantly different. Dad does weigh about 100 pounds more than me. And here we go. We got the XR650 to my right, and we hit it at the same time. And the DRZ gets it. But you got to keep in mind, Dad does weigh a lot more. So 100 pounds difference is a significant difference on a bike. I would say with that in mind, with the experience that we've had with other bikes, I would say that the two bikes are dead even. There's the Corvette again. But yeah, for the DRZ to be dead even with the XR650L, I'm pretty happy about that. And I'm really excited to race the old DRZ. One of our buddies has a one of the older style DRZs, and it's got the big three on it. So I'm really excited to try that out to see which one's faster. Actually, now I have a little bit more confidence that the new DRZ will definitely be faster than the old DRZ once we pipe it and do the ECU flash. We are scheduled to be in the first batch of Yoshimura pipes. We're going to get the full system. But we're one of the first ones to get it since we pre-ordered right away. And we did contact them, so they said that shipment dates are scheduled for August, so hopefully it comes out sooner. But yeah, going into how it performed on the tail, I was really happy with it. Dad actually got to ride it too, which that was cool. Since I left the bike there overnight, he was able to ride it in the morning, and he was really impressed with it as well. So I think that speaks a lot of the bike for both of us to be impressed. It'll definitely shred once I get more comfortable on it. Like I've said, the bike's only got like 150 miles on it. The bike only had 50 miles on it when I brought it down to the tail. And most of you might not know, but Supermoto is my favorite style bike. And I think the new DRZ4SM hits every mark that what makes the Supermoto so cool. Handles phenomenal. The suspension I'm really impressed with. The tires I'm still getting used to, but they felt really great. The slipper clutch is really cool. It's the first bike that I've ridden that has a slipper clutch and makes for what's already a smooth bike even smoother. I could really tell when I was aggressively downshifting in some of the turns how much smoother the bike handled. But apologize that a lot of these clips didn't have audio. We'll jump to more footage that has audio, but we'll be back at the tail in 2 weeks testing out the DRZ some more. So definitely stay tuned for that. And here's some more footage from the small bore rally. And if you have a small mini bike or small bore motorcycle, you definitely got to show up next year because it's a great time. And next year's rally dates are June 11th through the 13th of 2026. All right, we just made it to the tail on the brand new DRZ4SM. It just cracked over 100 miles on the bike, and tires still aren't fully broken in, so we're just gonna be taking it easy. But it'd be fun just to try out the new bike. I'm excited because the weight on the bike is down low, so the bike feels super light. So I think it'll just be fun just to blast through the tail. And we just went through Foothills Parkway, so the bike definitely handled like steep hills and everything great. A lot better than the smaller bikes, you know, like the XR150 or my CRF 250L. This bike, it definitely has way more power, so it can actually hold you know, hold a speed without giving it more gas on some of these steeper hills. Get rid of some of the chicken strip on the tires, break it in a little bit, and test out the bike. But yeah, so far I actually might take back the seat being uncomfortable. I got my Moto Skivvies on, but yeah, the seat's not bothering me too bad, really. And I almost wish that I kept the rubber on the foot pegs just for the ride over here, because it's about an hour and a half, 2 hour ride from Gallenberg to the tail, depending on which way you go. But now that I'm at the tail, I'm glad I have them off, just to have that extra feel. You can kind of feel the bike, feel how good it's getting traction with the rubber off the pegs. And they're really a little bit wider platform too, with the rubber off of there. The bike feels super smooth. Oh, this bike's awesome. It's so quiet though. It just feels so good, so connected. I can really tell the suspension is really similar to the 450, but no, the bike feels awesome. I mean, it just takes the turns just like any Supermoto. I mean, the Supermoto's king on this road. They're just so fun. And on a road like this, it's not a fast bike, it's a fast rider. And going at your own pace and not getting too crazy. That's when bad things happen, is when you get too excited and get into trouble. But no, I mean, everything feels great. The brakes are really strong. It's got a larger disc in the front. You know, normal disc in the back, but a large disc in the front that has really got some bite to it. And the slipper clutch is pretty cool. I could kind of tell a couple times when just downshifting where the tire would probably chirp on the 450, where this one just kind of slows it down. It's a lot smoother, and it feels a lot safer in instances like that, so you're not having to worry about your back tire kicking out. It's scary, or it might catch you off guard. That was like the one time I had a close call on the 450, was when the back tire kind of spun loose, or kind of broke loose, and kind of just threw me off. I wasn't expecting it. That's what you got to respect this road. This is one of the most humbling roads. You just got to go your own pace, and there's always going to be somebody faster. Don't matter who you are. It just goes right where you want it to. It's super predictable. It's fast reacting. And it's smooth. It's not jittery like the 450. My 450 was like really jumpy. So even like giving throttle in this turn, it would kind of like want to like be on and off the throttle. But this thing, super smooth. Alright, so that might be the first DRZ4SM through the tail of the dragon. Or I would say, could easily say that it's the fastest one too. But no, we didn't go fast, but it was super awesome. It definitely did not disappoint. I'll tell you what, I mean, I've been really impressed with it so far.
How's it going? Pretty good. How are you liking it?
I love it. Yeah, it's super fun.
They're fuel injected now, aren't they?
Yeah, fuel injected. Marlboro Rally. Didn't even take the tape off your bike, dude. Yeah, I put it where you can't reach it. Oh, you got it. Dude, I know, I want an exhaust so bad. It's too quiet. I can't even hear my bike. That's how I feel after drinking too much last night. It's so weird. I got 54 miles on the bike and I'm driving it 5.5 hours away from home. It's so nice having the gear indicator on the Supermoto. Cause nah, the CRF 450 doesn't, and like I'm constantly, even though that has a 6th gear, I'm still like trying to get it to go into 7th, you know, or like, you know, because you don't know what gear you're in. And like I'd like to have a tack if I kept it stock, but with an exhaust you can kind of really tell where you're at on the rev range with it louder, you know. Like right now I have no idea because I can't hear the bike at all. Cicada to the neck, dude. That'll get you. You gotta keep that head down, dude. Yeah, yeah, it's red. Oh yeah. It's like a welt that big. There's no better place to break in the new bike. Everybody was curious about the new DRZ, which made it for a super fun experience talking to everybody. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.